One of the areas that I often get faced with, and challenge that I often get faced with, is when growing my business, is understanding the concept of getting the business to work without me. Because that's my philosophy, is I want to build a business to work without me, and it needs to work profitably without me. Why? Not because I'm trying to be the bee's knees, but because I believe us as entrepreneurs, we taking on a lot of risk running businesses. Hi guys, we're flipping the script here. No sponsorship, just a single request. It's you who powers our mission. Join us in empowering founders, business leaders and entrepreneurs to build great businesses, increase their income and provide sufficiently for their families to make a difference in this world. A single ask I have of you is to please review and share this podcast. 1 minute of your time could make a difference in a fellow entrepreneur's life, so please review this podcast today. It will make a world of difference to you, to me and our community. Hi, Mr. Johannes here. In last week's podcast, we covered an interesting 5-step formula that I use, like a blueprint that I use in my businesses. I've been using it for years to help me increase my productivity, increase my motivation and get rid of overwhelm, because as entrepreneurs we often have overwhelm in growing our businesses. So there's a workbook available for you. It's for free. You can download it and work through it in your own time. Use the podcast of last week to go through the audio and the visuals if you want to. It's on YouTube. For those who want more visuals, go to the YouTube channel of Contractors Chronicles. But let's get into today. One of the areas that I often get faced with, and challenge that I often get faced with, is when growing my business, is understanding the concept of getting the business to work without me. Because that's my philosophy, is I want to build a business to work without me, and it needs to work profitably without me. Why? Not because I'm trying to be the bee's knees, but because I believe us as entrepreneurs, we taking on a lot of risk running businesses. We're not sleeping at night. Sometimes we don't take salaries. Our family doesn't see us, and we deserve a life that can feed us as well. And if we can build a business to work without us, and it's working profitably without us, it helps twofold. Number one, it helps you spend more time on things that you love doing, may it be sport, or even with your family or your friends, whatever you love doing. It creates that space, but you can never do that if you're trapped in your business. And I realized after growing my first few businesses that I basically just created a job for myself, and the minute I'd leave for one day, my phone would go mad, business would implode, everything would come to a standstill, and if I didn't do it in 2 days, I definitely did it in 3 weeks, so I couldn't go away for long. So my whole philosophy has changed around building the business, and that is the one area, is obviously creating a lifestyle for you as an entrepreneur, growing out of the normal job business that you've created for yourself and creating a lifestyle for you, so getting the business to work profitably without you. But you're not only doing that, you're creating more value in your business, because at some stage you might need to sell it or sell shares in your business, and the value increases if you manage to put the systems and the right people in place to get your business to work profitably without you. It becomes a very valuable asset because it's working, and it's working passively like property does. A business can do the same. We've got to learn to grow our confidence, and this is today's topic, was really developing the confidence to grow a business to work profitably without you, because I've had many attempts and I've had many failures. In fact, I've had more failures than I have successes in getting the business to work profitably without me. And it was only recently that I've realized key things in my life, taking that extra plunge, taking many years to understand this, is that the things that were holding me back were my beliefs. I didn't really believe that a business can work without you. And the minute I was faced with making decisions like hiring A-grade people or A-performance people in my business, it's a challenge, because you have to pay them more, you need to spend more time recruiting. You need to make sure that you've got good incentive programs in place that keeps them here. You've got to have a good culture that attracts A players. And to do that, you need to have confidence to break through that next level. Because when do you know when to hire your next A player? Well, you need to do it 6 months before you thought you needed to do it. And that takes confidence. You can't just take that plunge if you don't have the confidence. So how do you overcome that confidence? Well, it's practice. It's practice making these decisions, and practice making more decisions, because often we get faced with decisions and we park it. I'm going to ask you to embrace it, okay? Because for me, it really works that way. Is that when decisions come our way, I immediately say, okay, let's kill decisions. And it's also part of the day that I kill more decisions than most. In the morning, I find I'm creative and I'm awake and I can deal with decisions. So when they come our way, I'm dealing with those decisions quicker. And I'm moving through my program, because decisions hold us back. So do we need an extra staff member? What IT equipment do we need to use to take our business to the next level? What people do we need? Do we need extra people to fill different roles? What are those people like? So those kind of questions you get bombarded with those questions daily. And how do you deal with that? Face into it. Lean into it. Instead of saying, I can't handle it, open yourself to those questions. Allow yourself to get used to using that decision muscle in your brain, because the more you use it, the better it's going to become in your business, the quicker decisions you can make, and ultimately the better business you can grow. And if you start making better decisions in your business, then it definitely increases your confidence, and you start making better moves every single time you're faced with a challenge, because fear faces you and immediately you just say, I'm not worried about it. I'm so used to it. I'm used to facing, this is just another day that I'm dealing with a decision. And remember that most decisions that we don't make is based on fear, and it's based on belief systems. And why are we not making that decisions? Because there's something that's stopping me in my belief system in doing that. So just a quick little story is, I was coaching an entrepreneur workshop, and there were a lot of foreigners in the room, one of them being a shop owner. And when I mentioned the fact about getting your business to work profitably without you, this business owner really got upset with me and said, listen, it's not possible. I've been there, I've done it, it doesn't work. Well, here's the question, and I didn't want to bring it up to that person right then and there, is what's holding that person back in growing their business to work profitably without them? Surely, if we see this scenario being put in front of us, we can see that it's a belief system. And the only way we can deal with belief systems is to be open-minded and actually practicing making decisions in the right direction. If you've decided you're going to grow your business to work profitably without you, you're going to have a lot of areas in your life, a lot of things are going to come up for you that's going to say, no, you shouldn't make that decision. Don't do that. It's a challenge. You're going to have issues. You've done it before, it doesn't work. All those are just somewhere along the line are little beliefs that have reinforced themselves in your life, and we need to break free from those beliefs. So to get confidence in your business, I believe we need to make more decisions. We need to make quicker decisions and exercise that decision muscle. We need to understand where fear is presenting itself in our lives, and the minute we acknowledge fear as something that's out there to sabotage us, the minute we acknowledge it's there, then immediately, for me at least, it disappears, because I say, this is just fear playing up again, and I'm just going to eliminate it by making a decision. And here's another example, is I had one of my team members mentioned to me saying, listen, I don't think you should hire another project manager for your business, because the business is not really cash flow there. And I've mulled about it, and I thought, this person's right. If I bring the project manager in, I'm not going to have cash flow, and I won't be able to grow my business. And fear started creeping in again. But then I started leaning into it, and I started saying, no, hold on a second. Fear is playing a role here again. It's sabotaging me. I know in order to grow this business, I need good people. This person's an A player. I'm going to hire this A player, and I'm going to find the money to get this A player involved. Or I'm going to be resourceful enough to structure the package so that this A player can grow in this company and help us get this business to a place where it works profitably without me. And to create a business where the rest of the people and my team love to work, and the environment is an environment where people can flourish. So here's the thing in summary again: lean into your fear, make quicker decisions, and start making better decisions. Make them more. The minute you see that coming up for yourself, do it. Embrace it and do it daily. You'll see a massive difference in the way you progress through the results in your business. If you like this podcast, if you like this YouTube, please click the link below and refer me to other entrepreneurs out there who would benefit from this. Help us grow this community. I can tell you now there are many other entrepreneurs that will benefit from hearing these messages and hearing from the community.